Let's talk about Alolan Ninetales for a moment. Stabbed Alolan Ninetales. Also, we see a Conkeldurr. That is very, very nice to see alongside Gastrodon. Gastrodon was kind of a niche pick back in the last Regulation G last year when I actually streamed the World Championships for the very, very first time, which we will be doing again this year, by the way. Alright, we've got a really cool match here versus Roberto as he leads with Meowscarada and Conkeldurr. Haven't seen Conkeldurr in doubles, not really sure what it's up to here as I lead Annihilate and Stonejourner. This is kind of a weird matchup. Annihilate could do some damage to Meowscarada and could Drain Punch like if it wanted to Terrastalize into Dark. But also if it wanted to Terrastalize into Fairy, we could probably knock it out with a Rage Fist alongside Power Spot and live a stabbed play rough because it's not boosted by any other field modifiers. Could also just Terrastalize into Fighting type with Annihilate, something that we haven't done very often in this competition, but we do end up doing it some. I'm thinking he's going to want to Terrastalize or use Protean to go into a different typing other than Grass. So I am going to go for the Earthquake for two reasons. Number one, it does spread damage, so it'll hit everything on the field. It'll also deal damage to Annihilate, proccing my Rage Fist, and boost it alongside Power Spot. He does decide to go for the Flower Trick, which is fun, because that means that is going to be the Grass type. It is not going to take a lot of damage from Earthquake, but that is fine. Gets that automatic critical hit as I come in with this Drain Punch here. And Grass does not resist fighting. That Drain Punch absolutely destroys Meowscarada. So that is really, really nice. Get rid of that threat right off the bat with that Power Spot and that stabbed, Terrastalized fighting attack. And then we get the Earthquake to boot so that we can get that extra power bonus and boost it into Rage Fist. We do get, unfortunately, poisoned by the Poison Jab, which is what the not the Annihilate, which is what the Conkeldurr is up to, strangely enough. The last turn that Stonejourner's on the field, let's see what he wants to go into, thinking I might want to preserve or make the most of the last turn that Stonejourner's out here, or I could just swap him out and bring him back later. Because like I said, it's all about field presence when it comes to Stonejourner. And he makes a phenomenal play going to Alolan Ninetales. Now, I can change around this little formation here. I could go into my Tyranitar and just target into the Conkeldurr. I don't believe the Conkeldurr will target into the Stonejourner slot. So that's a thing. I'm not sure what the Conkeldurr is up to. It's a very risky play, bringing in Tyranitar, but I'm bringing it in for two reasons. Even if he wants to go for a fighting type attack and kill Tyranitar, I'll still get the Sandstream up so I don't have to deal with Aurora Veil, so that'll be nice. He goes through, gets the Blizzard off, does not get a freeze on either Pokemon. In comes that boosted Rage Fist off the Earthquake and the Blizzard. It is not enough to take the Conkeldurr out as the Drain Punch brings me very, very low and brings him up to just enough HP to live Sandstorm. God, that is not what I wanted. I needed you to die from Sandstorm. That is so unfortunate. Now at 16 HP, I'm definitely in a range of like Bullet Punch or Mach Punch, whichever one that he has. I can protect, and I don't really have a good switch, and I kind of want to preserve Stonejourner because I do have Meowscarada in the back, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But how icy cold, how cold, what temperature of absolute zero do you think Alolan Tera Ice Ninetales is? Very, very curious. In comes that Mach Punch I was talking about that does unfortunately end the Annihilate. That Drain Punch damage just missed that range to get that KO. It's unfortunate. In comes this Blizzard, which he hits again, and he gets the freeze! Ah! God, the luck of this battle is really turning around very, very quickly. I guess they're kind of just pushing on. I don't know if you guys look at that. In Generation 5, when you had the Japanese nicknames for the Pokemon that were coming out in Pokemon Black and White, I remember Rapushin, aka Conkeldurr, and Nitori, or Niwatori, or something like that, for Ferrothorn. Brings back days. I remember when Ferrothorn was such a good counter when Starmie was like one of the best Pokemon in the game. This is not good, guys. But the thing is, we have a way around this. We have a way around this. We can do spread damage alongside being able to take out the Conkeldurr and having the Meowscarada resist everything the Ninetales goes for, alongside doing extra spread damage by swapping out of Tyranitar. So this is really, really cool as the Indeedee comes in here. And let's see, you got to remember the one downside of Copycat. If something goes on the field like a Protect or something like that first, then it doesn't matter what gets copycatted, because then the Protect or the Wide Guard gets copycatted. So I feel in a way Copycat is way better in singles, but I really like it in doubles. In comes the Blizzard, get the Ice typing, take out the Conkeldurr, do some good damage to get that Power Spot bonus on the very last turn that Stonejourner is alive. Get some Sandstorm damage alongside stabbed Copycat Blizzard Protean damage with Power Spot. Stonejourner goes down to the poison at a perfect opportune moment. And then the Ninetales is still in the back. We do have the Tyranitar, and he did well trying to preserve the Ninetales so that he would win the Weather War so he could set that Aurora Veil back up. But I'm not sure what the rest of his Pokemon are up to at this time. The biggest thing here is he's trying to lock himself in a really good position to Terrastalize, maybe? Is his Alolan Ninetales Tera? Maybe like some Tera Ice Blizzards? Is that kind of the direction that we're going here? Not sure what an... Oh, Tera Ice alongside Helping Hand. That is very, very good. However, if you'll remember on the very, very last turn, we went for Copycat Blizzard. And Copycat, luckily, there isn't a normal typing that it changes you into with Protean. Luckily, it instead, Copycat copies the last move on the field that was used, as long as like Protect or Wide Guard isn't used, which it would copy that. But you want to copy the other move. I call this right. The Alolan Ninetales looks like it's going for the Helping Hand into the stabbed Blizzard Tera Ice strategy. But Tyranitar absolutely adores me, and we get the Unfreeze on the turn we need it. I Flower Trick the Indeedee, which is enough to take out the Indeedee in one shot, so that's really, really nice. But I also have the Ice typing and the Protect, so not only does Tyranitar not take damage, but this stabbed Tera Ice Blizzard does about 35 damage. Yes, we get hit by the Sandstorm, but we don't take super effective damage, and we cannot get frozen. So this is just great. This is phenomenal. Go for the Copycat again. Just go for the Blizzard for no reason at all. It does okay damage considering it is stabbed in Ice typing. In comes another Blizzard. This time Tyranitar. Once again, mwah, chef's kiss, that Sandstorm boost. We get frozen a second time. God, that is so unfortunate. So now it really comes down to, is Flower Trick enough after Sandstorm damage to take out Alolan Ninetales and seal this ice-cold victory for us? God, or will Ninetales be able to break through? There's 27 HP left on Meowscarada. In comes the Flower Trick. It's not enough! We live it! Here comes the Blizzard. Here it comes. Meowscarada is able to evade it. And I think that matters because we would have taken about 35 damage as Tyranitar is frozen again. But even if Meowscarada fail, we do have the Sandstorm up. And that Sandstorm damage is not enough to close out the Ninetales. And I believe Sandstorm ends on this turn 2 to boot. That is crazy. Man. What a game. And then just to seal this victory, finish the entire thing off, Tyranitar thaws out again. Protects on the last turn, which means Copycat now copies Protect, unfortunately. And now Meowscarada can easily go down, leaving just the last turn to be taken down by a Sandstorm, as long as it doesn't end. In comes this Tera Ice Blizzard. We do not live it at 16 HP. Meowscarada faints. And the last turn of Sandstorm finishes this battle. You talk about weathering the snow and the sand and becoming Ice type. I guess Ninetales Tera Ice Stab Blizzard can't freeze everything. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, rate, comment, subscribe. Power on, power off.